Good evening, Periscope family. How are you guys doing tonight? This is Lisa Foster coming to you live from Dawsonville, Georgia. It's about 8:45. And as you're joining, excuse me, as you're joining, tell me who's joining and where you're joining from. So just to go over real quick, guys, came on to spend a few minutes to kind of go over one strategy for building rapport. If you're in network marketing, if you're in sales, if you're just trying to increase your network, we're going to go over, F.O.R.M. I've been talking about it this week. On Monday, kind of gave an intro to it. On Tuesday, we went over what does the F stand for, which is for family. So that would be questions about the person's family. Do they have kids? Are they married? Things of that nature, anything to do with family. And again, these are just questions to gather information so that you can either include them in your Rolodex, or if you're looking to prospect for your opportunity, it gives you a way to find out what their pain points are. What might be something that you could solve with your opportunity. And so tonight we're going to talk about the O and the R. I was feeling a little bit under the weather yesterday, and I actually had a webinar at 9 o'clock, and I didn't get home from church actually until a little after 9, so I wasn't able to scope on the O. Thanks for joining, Mayo Mick. Hey guys, as you join, comment with your name, and that way I can get to know you. Also, if you want to swipe up and down or left and right and share this out with your followers, that way, they can gain some information as well if you think this is helpful for your team. So as I was saying, was a little under the weather, didn't do any scopes yesterday, so we're going to double up today. We're going to go over the O and the R in the word form. And again, these are just, it's an acronym for you to use to help you when you're prospecting. And so the O stands for occupation. So if you meet someone, obviously, right, you got to have an icebreaker. Hey, how are you? How's your day? If you can compliment them on something, I'm kind of a shoe freak. So if I see someone with a really cool pair of shoes, I'll comment on that to open the conversation. But, whatever kind of works for you. But once you've opened the conversation, you need to be able to ask some questions. Hey, me and Tim, thanks for joining again. Also, as you find value in this, you can double tap on the side and give hearts. They're free to give. And it just lets me know that the information I'm providing is of value to you. So, again, the O is for occupation. Thanks for the hearts, guys. I really appreciate it. They're green, the color of money, my favorite. So, again, O is for occupation. So you might ask someone, hey, what do you do? Typically, if I'm in a restaurant and I'm talking to the waiter or the waitress, obviously they work at the restaurant. But one of the things, I'll ask them, especially if they're young, is, hey, is this the only thing you do, or do you do something else? Do you go to school? If they say, yeah, I go to school, great. Where do you go? Because obviously it's probably somewhere local. So again, a way to break into the conversation to see if if they're college age, maybe they're looking for something more than, a job when they get out of college. If they're a little bit older, you again, hey, is this a part-time way for you to make money? Do you have a full-time job? Is there something else that you do besides, work at Longhorns? And again, these are just ways to open the conversation. If you're standing in line, you might go through the whole F and the family, and that may segue into, hey, what do you do? If you're at a coffee shop, they're probably there getting coffee in between a break, especially if they're dressed professionally. You might want to say, hey, that's a great looking suit. What do you do for a living? And as they answer the question, you just want to continue to ask questions, and so that you can dive deeper into, that particular subject. So if they say, oh, you know what, yeah, I work, I'm a salesperson. Oh, great. What do you like about being a salesperson? What do you not like about being a salesperson? They might say, you know what, I have to work a lot of hours. Well, So don't jump on your opportunity right that second, because maybe they like to work a lot of hours. But again, you just want to keep going down that road until you can gather enough information to, before you wrap up, say, hey, I don't know if this is for you or not. I might be able to help you with the fact that you have to work so many long hours and you're away from your family. I know you said that was something that, kind of made you feel bad. Can we, exchange information? So again, just keep asking the questions around work. Some of the other ones that you can ask around work are, how long have you worked there? What exactly do you do? Sales. What do you sell? Do you have do you have your own client base? Again, this is just ways to dig deeper. And so the other letter, which is R, stands for recreation. So, that's actually a great way to find out a lot of interesting things about people. So from a recreation perspective, some of the questions might be, what do you like to do when you're not working? And they might, say, oh, well, I enjoy watching my son play baseball. Really? Have you ever played? Did you ever play sports? What kind of sports does your son play? What position does he play on the baseball team? How long has he played baseball? What else do you like to do in your spare time? So again, it's just ways to ask some additional questions. And once you kind of get going, it'll be easy. This is just a normal conversation. So it shouldn't be anything that you're having to stress over. It's just a normal conversation that you would have with your best friend. Again, guys, if you're finding value in this, you can share this scope out, up, down, left, right, and share to your followers. Also, hearts are much appreciated. Again, so I know that you're finding value in what I'm talking about. So again, some of the other recreation questions might be, thanks for the hearts, guys. As you ask them, what do you do in your spare time? Or what drives you? What's important to you? What do you like to do outside of your sales position? You say you work long hours, but, do you get to do anything fun? Do you, anything that gets them talking? Most people will talk about themselves. They love to talk about themselves. So once you can get them talking, you just want to kind of be quiet and start, recording all of that information so that when you get back to your car or back to a place where you can maybe write down some notes, especially if they gave you their phone number, email address, Facebook account, whatever it is you got from them, go ahead and make notes as to what they told you they liked, what their pain points were, anything that they might like to do in their life. Again, you're collecting a network, and at some point you can go back to that network and connect them to things that they need. So guys, I appreciate you jumping on tonight. As a mentor once told me, you could have been a whole bunch of other places, but I am humbled that you were on here on this scope tonight to listen. Tomorrow we'll be going over the M and kind of wrapping it up. I'll probably scope a little bit later tomorrow night. I have an event that I'll be going to at 7, or I may actually scope earlier in the morning. So just keep an eye out. And everybody have a wonderful night.